This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. The October 6th edition of the Brother Love Show on Superstars, we see Rick Martel have a pretty interesting meeting with Jake the Snake. During the appearance, Martel's going to spray the snake bag with the cologne, and Jake stops him several times before getting frustrated with him, going to grab him, and then he gets sprayed right in the eyes. And the boss man and several officials come out to try to tend to Jake, with boss man throwing water in Jake's eyes to help wash out this cologne. And over the following weeks, Martel's going to apologize, saying he didn't spray it in Jake's eyes on purpose. But we see footage of Jake Roberts' damaged eye being completely white, with Roberts being in excruciating pain. Dude, this is some great, I know it's silly, stupid shit and it doesn't age well, but man, the little kid,
it's still awesome.
I loved it, dude. When I was a kid, this was the coolest story ever.
Yeah, it was nice, I think, because everybody could relate to it, getting something in your eye. And now you're like, you can't see a damn thing and you're kind of helpless. And for those that you spray cologne, you've gotten it in your eye before, you can imagine the pain, the fucking burning sensation that just takes place in your eyes as it's going through and seeping into your pores and actually into your brain and doing some fucking damage. This is serious shit.
On the October 27th edition of the Brother Love Show, Martel is once again going to be here, and he's giving the blinded Jake Roberts a walking stick to help him out. Roberts comes out.
Very kind.
Ironically, he's got Tony Garea helping him here, and Martel's going to tease and then slap Jake before being led away by officials. Jake, thinking he has Martel, grabs Brother Love and DDTs him straight into the floor. That was probably, not the way you hoped your night would go that day, if I had to guess.
I thought it was great. I fucking loved it.
Tell everybody the trick to taking a DDT.
Turn your head and pancake out. But it's to me, it wasn't that difficult, but Jake showed me how to do it. So you take your bump, and I love it. Does it hurt? Shit, yeah, sure. It still hurts, but for me, it was safe.
Well, it's on. It's, we've got a whole feud now. And on the November 11th Wrestling Challenge, Martel's going to defeat Tito by DQ when a blinded Jake Roberts comes to the ring and mistakenly attacks Santana, thinking he was Martel. After the bout, Santana's going to give Roberts the microphone, who says he's going to get Rick Martel. And Survivor Series 90, it's the Visionaries versus the Vipers. Martel's going to captain a team here with Warlord, Paul Roma, and Hercules, and they're going to take on the Vipers, led by Jake Roberts, and he's got the Rockers and Jimmy Snuka with them. I like this concept, especially since we have the ultimate match of survival. We've talked about that before, but it winds up being all of Martel's team, the Visionaries, taking on Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, and of all people, Tito Santana. Martel's counted out of the match when he walks out. So it's cool to see Rick featured in a cool spot here and working in this last match. And he's not even taking a pin. He just walks out.
'Cause he's the model. And he could.
Late November.
Why beat him?
Late November and early December, Jake and Martel are working house show matches against each other. And we even see Martel working some house show matches against a very young Dustin Rhodes. And something happened during 1990. He said he became more interested in managing his commercial real estate investments, and he had used the money he made over the years in the wrestling business to buy a bunch of investment properties. And he obviously gets more and more comfortable in that space.
He was a slumlord.
Okay.
No, but Rick did. He had purchased a lot of stuff, and it became a full-time job as well.
Good for him. Rumble 91, we see Martel eliminate Jake Roberts from the match with a snapmare over the ropes. And Martel then goes to set a record. I guess it was a record at the time. He's in the match for 53 minutes before he's eliminated by the British Bulldog. And now here's a weird moment. On the February 16th, 1991 Superstars, Martel defeats Tommy Landell with the Boston Crab in 1 minute and 15 seconds. But then an unknown masked man comes to the ring, attacks Martel, and then leaves. It's the debut of the Mariner character played by Brutus the fucking Barber Beefcake. What would have been the payoff for this silly shit, Bruce?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. That's why thank God it ended. It is fucking horrible with no direction whatsoever. Nobody knew.
Oh man. Chocolate cake ideas. The March 24th, 1991 WrestleMania is where we get a pretty fun match. We've talked about it in great detail when we covered WrestleMania 7. It's the LA Sports Arena. Jake the Snake Roberts finally gets his comeuppance. He pins Rick the Model Martel after a DDT about 8.5 minutes into a blindfold match. And after the match, Roberts is going to stomp the atomizer where the arrogance is. And he scares Martel out of the ring with Damien. And I got to tell you, the internet was not kind to this, and neither was Meltzer. He gave it a dud rating. But as a kid,
did we have internet in 1990?
No, but I'm just
I don't
saying,
think we did.
Dude, when I was a kid, this was the shit.
It was fucking awesome.
Yes.
It was absolute great storytelling because Martel had blinded Jake. Jake wanted Martel to feel what it was like to be blind and have your vision taken away from you. And the blindfold match, the psychology of the match, both men blindfolded. As a babyface, you point to the heel, you point around, and the crowd tells you where they are. They get louder as you get closer. But then when the heel tries to do it, the crowd does the exact opposite. And it's just absolutely classic good versus evil, a fun match and easy as fuck to understand. I love it. For the naysayers, bite my ass.
It was a great story too, and a fun payoff.
Yeah.
Did when you started the whole blinding angle, I mean, the whole arrogance in the eyes, did you know, boy, it sure would be cool if we could save this to WrestleMania and do a blindfold match? I mean, did you have that finish in mind, a blindfold match?
We got there. I don't know at the very beginning if that was the plan, that, oh my God, we're going to get to a blindfold match, but that became kind of the, goddamn, we're going to get a blindfold match out of this. I mean, that was really kind of the feeling behind it.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.